You may not want to.
The other half.
Thanks for coming, guys. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, there you are. Hey, Aaron, how you doing? Hey, Elizabeth, how you doing? Good to see you.
Actually going to get to DC.
We will get to DC. We weren't supposed to be to Chicago until today. We got a whole day out by averaging 120 miles a day. Come here, buddy.
All right. That's right.
Thanks so much. I know we stink, we smell, we're sweaty, and we dig it.
Yeah. We're with you.
I think that this day was envisioned almost 3 years ago. So there was a lot of work, much less the work that's been happening in the last 6 weeks, that went into thinking about how are we going with folks committed to seeing the country and exercising and really going across America and telling everybody about Mercy's mission 3 years ago, right? And it finally happened. So that's so exciting. I just
The other day, one of the guys asked me what my favorite place was that we stayed, and instantly I thought of Jose Diaz, a guy, a single father, had a 3 and 5-year-old. He had nothing as far as possessions. He had a little apartment above a lawyer's office, and the reason he had room for us was because he had no furniture. He had a bed in one room, and he had a dresser with a Bible open on it, and a couch and a TV, and that was it. So there was plenty of floor space for us to do our indoor camping, lay out our mats and stuff. So he gave from the tiny little bit that he had, he gave everything. That was my favorite place to stay. That was so inspiring and humbling, you know. The only other high point, the only other point that beat that was riding into Frankfurt on Saturday night and having our families at the end of the trail cheering us on, taking pictures. I got a hug from Claire's dad. I've never met before. No, I just rode
Wait till you hear about Claire.
117 miles. I stink like a pig. This strange man is hugging me. He never wanted to let go. You know, and then talking with my nephew last night, and we had a little gathering at our house, and everybody saying how proud they were of us. We're just a bunch of dorks on bikes. With sore butts. But everybody was saying how proud they were of us, and I talked with my nephew on the phone, and how proud he was of me, and that really, that meant a lot.
And the other experience we had too is that I just casually mentioned this ride to a contractor, a friend of mine. His mother lived in Lake Tahoe. We just happened to be going pretty close there, so we stopped there. She lives on Lake Tahoe, which I didn't realize at first, so that was a real treat. She had just lost her husband a month before, so it was kind of, to me, it was, wow, you're opening your doors to us. There's such an event, but she actually offered us another day there, which was good. It wasn't planned. We had been riding 4 days, and pretty much agreed we needed a break. And she told us countless times of how much our presence of her get me out. She was wonderful. So it's been just the people we've met have been great, and again, the cause for the cause is, again, I wanted to do it to get something out of it, and I didn't realize until we started moving through the ride that when you're tired, you don't listen to people like you usually do. the filter through which you know, I know Greg real well. He might say something when I'm tired that, you know, could be taken the wrong way. But because we have this cause for mercy, because we pray more, all that goes away, and we stay focused. So thank you for that.
I live in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm a stray. The idea that this is the Mercy Riders, could not have been like the best sign I've ever had in my entire life. I was on my own, riding on my own, and they took me in a great act of mercy. And wonderful family, and there have been so many great things. I teach first grade, and one of the things that we've talked about in first grade, treating each other well on a day-to-day basis. And we call it filling your bucket and filling someone else's bucket. And those good acts that you do and those kind words that you use, or seeing somebody do something else kind, fills your bucket and overflowing every single day. Even when you're like, I cannot get up this hill, or don't talk to me right now. That happens. But there's just so much love and compassion within the group and then beyond. And it's been amazing to see the kindness that has poured out of strangers. And just in a wave driving by, or a smile from someone who sees us and sees what our jerseys say. So it's been a renewal of faith in humanity for me, for sure.
People asking for the highlights. The highlight for me was this morning going into Englewood to realise that God loves us all with a depth of love that you cannot fathom. And you don't need us with these strange guys on fancy carbon bikes. God loves you, and He's given us the privilege of participating, helping widows, helping where we can, and it just shows that He can reconcile everything. It's just been a real privilege, and to see mercy, and we all know where mercy comes from, and I'm going to quote some Shakespeare where it says, "The quality of mercy is not strained, it falls as a gentle rain from heaven." Mercy comes from heaven, and it falls on all of us, and it's just great to see you all.
The experience has been very rewarding for me. I've seen dimensions of these gentlemen I'd never seen before in the time we spent a lot of time together going into this ride, and I could see how it's touched each and every one of them, and I know the outpouring of love and grace that we've seen from the people on the road has been overwhelming. It has touched me. It has deepened my faith, and seeing us come together through the trials and tribulations has been rewarding. And I'm very, very honored and privileged to be able to serve in this manner, and to be able to see the good that comes out of it, both in the outpouring of love that comes from people just off the street handing you $100 bills is just mind-boggling. And people opening up their homes, it's been inspirational to me.
The thing that has really tied all of that together is seeing God in action right in front of your eyes. You know, when we needed a place to stay, you know, a Jose Diaz or a Bishop Vern or somebody would appear. And there was a day when it was raining everywhere except for on us. and it just you know, we talked about the deepening of all of our faiths and talking about our faith and talking to other people about this. And but you know, sometimes you wonder if your prayers are heard, and boy, I could feel all of you guys' prayers. It was just amazing to see. Just amazing.
I drove the van, the chuck wagon, and for me, the most touching part of the ride has been simply being the recipient of mercy. You know, here we are traveling across the United States and having people
like the lady at the fruit and vegetable stand, when I gave her our Mercy Riders card and told her just briefly about what we're doing. She gave me all the corn and the melons that I was going to buy for free. Said that she had been a social worker, knew how important housing was, and said, you know, I can't do much, but I can do this. Take it. And